Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. I'm going to be doing another finds video today. So as opposed to my previous finds video, which mostly was comprised of a majorette with the random matchbox thrown in. Today we're going to be checking out mostly Hot Wheels basically. The last couple weeks basically found a few additions that I had to make to the collection. Yeah, we'll just start off with some main lines that I didn't have yet. First one that I picked up would be the Now version of this Then and Now Supra series. This little GR Supra in the Greddy livery in red to go with the Mark IV JZA80. Yeah, great little addition there. I like the fact that despite there not being rear tampos for the lights, since the casting is gloss red, it doesn't really make a difference. And the front end is nicely detailed as with all the other versions of this cast, so pretty happy about that. The black 10 spokes are a good choice of wheel, so I don't have any complaints about this except maybe the lack of rear view mirrors. But yeah, overall a really nice cast, and I think I've got all the mainline versions of this cast specifically, although I'll probably be thinning that out eventually. Yellow version I'll let go through a trade or something like that. So find number one, so happy about that because I love the Then and Now series, and especially when it's vehicles that I actually do like. I like collecting the Then and Nows. So second vehicle that I had to pick up when I saw it is this nice 72 Gran Torino. Love this body style. I find it's really reminiscent of the legendary XAGT Falcon, the Aussie Ford. So love the body style. Love the stance on this casting. The staggered wheels, staggered diameter wheels work really well, and I like the nice classic paint job on this as well. Orange base lends itself well as well to the whole exercise. We've got some chrome on the front and in the rear. That's part of the interior portion of the cast. And yeah, just a simple, seemingly period correct striping on the side. You got a little detail of that side indicator, as you can see on the front fender. OH5, always a win in my book, especially on muscle cars. Chrome interior is not the best thing, but at the end of the day, it's a very Hot Wheels thing, and I do like this quite a lot. So got a few variations of this. One being some type of semi-premium with a metal base that I honestly cannot remember. I didn't have time to pull it out to show it compared to this, unfortunately. But yeah, all in all, really great cast. And a good looking car in real life as well, number 3 Hot Wheels mainline was the one that I was looking to get from this case. Pardon my absence of remembering which case it is, because obviously these are all international cards since I'm in Canada, and case numbers aren't there, but the infamous Pro Street Thunderbird. Love this because I do have a couple of Matchbox version of this exact model Thunderbird, but not in drag form. So a beat up basic late 80s, early 90s Matchbox in blue, and also a premium Matchbox from the 90s with Real Rider tires in dark green. So this is going to be the third version of this generation T-Bird, which is pretty awesome. Really happy about that. It's going to be a nice difference instead of being the turbo coupe with the 2.3 Pinto turbo engine. Obviously this is V8 powered, hence the big cowl induction hood there. So very cool stuff. Love the 80s style color. The chrome bits do lend themselves pretty well to the rest of the cast. If we're talking about that rear end, I'm pretty sure it'll look spot on with the addition of some tail lights. And the front lights are done via the glass portion of the casting, which is more and more frequent with Hot Wheels and is something I definitely enjoy. I'm okay with this one actually not having rear view mirrors. The simple fact that A lot of these drag cars don't have rear view mirrors for aerodynamic purposes, so hey, not too bad. After that, I picked up the only vehicle I really wanted out of the Volkswagen series, the 8-car series that came out in regards to that. I believe it's a Walmart exclusive set in the US. Over here, well, can't really be anything else than Walmart because we don't have Target. So, but yeah, obviously the usual suspects were all on the pegs. The missing ones were surprisingly Scirocco R, which I would have picked up because I don't have that cast. Despite a couple of opportunities to pick up a previous variation that I didn't jump on. And obviously the T1 pickup, T2 pickup, sorry, which, you know, is probably the one that's hardest to find in the series, although the series is not by any means hard to find. The one that I picked up is the one smack in the middle. Should be the VW Caddy. Now, I really wanted to pick this up because of the fact that this is one of the tampoed rear and tampoed front version of the pickup truck, and the reason why it was probably still there is the fact that got a slight bubble issue here, which honestly I don't really mind. Love the artwork on this. It's really good. Thought I'd crack it open just to, you know, since the bubble's already damaged. So let's check this one up a little bit closer. Keep the card aside because I really like that artwork. All right. So, love the striping. Love the striping. That kind of orangey tan with the off-white. Gold OH5s. Definitely a good choice of wheel. Full rear with the Volkswagen lettering on that tailgate. As well as the almost full front, just lacking the grille, with the oil cooler that's also done. These have always been the same with the skateboard in the back, that kind of like, I guess, crossbars and roll bars, basically, or kind of a cage, I guess, that's inside the cabin that we can see through the open sunroof, which is actually mocked up to be a canvas retractable sunroof, so very cool little touch. Few details I'm probably going to add to this. Basically finishing up the grille with the VW logo in silver and with some black. Add some silver to the door handles as well, which would be pretty correct on this kind of pickup. And just detail that twin exit exhaust on the back. So this will be variation number 3 that I have loose. Love Mark 1s. They're really cool in my opinion. First one I ever picked up is this one, which is one of the first releases and is fully detailed as well. So rear is done, just like the other one, but we don't have the Volkswagen lettering done in a different color, and we have the little tiny Hot Wheels logo, which is not present on the purple variation, as you can see. Same thing for the little tailgate handle that's done, from what I can see on the purple version, but that is just left in silver on the older release. Front end, though, is much better rendered, in my opinion. We've got some silver for the front lights as well as for the oil cooler. As you can see, that VW logo is done, as well as the grille in black, which is what I'm going to replicate on that purple version. And the other version that I do have is a mystery model version from 2 or 3 years back. This is in this really cool Zamac finish. It's actually Zamac, so that's pretty cool. As you can see, it was number 5 in the series. And it has these lace wheels in mismatched chrome orange and chrome green, which is really cool because it matches those groovy graphics that you have all over the place on this thing. No front or rear details, but again, super easy to add. Oh, there actually is a little bit of... Oh yeah, I actually added some red just for the tail lights. Pretty sure I'm the one that added that. Pretty sure. Either way, I mean, again, exhaust could be done on this, but, you know, I just decided to add just a touch of red for whatever reason at that moment in time. I've had this for a couple of years, picked it up new. At that time, mystery models weren't all that popular, so, but love that. Look at that shiny finish, love that. So yeah, those are the 3 variations that I have of this cool Mark 1 custom caddy. So next up, we've got a couple premiums that I managed to pick up. Just recenter that a little bit. There we go. First one is good old Mark II Escort Rally. So these were really fast in period. They were winning cars in the rally circuit. So we're talking about 1800 Ford Kent engine, cross-flow. You know, very well-developed engine that was capable of pushing in the mid 200 horsepower range. Mind you, this thing weighs about 800 kilos, give or take, in motorsport form, which would roughly translate to about 2,000 pounds. So very light, rear-wheel drive. So lots of tail-happy action going on there. Love the livery on this. Very retro. Big Ford emblem on the rear fender, which looks great. Yeah, happy that they did the a little checker pattern on the front fog lights. Kind of hard to make out there, but I guess you can see it right here. And even better on the artwork, obviously. I really like the retro paint job on this thing. Rear end is really well done, and of course those little Panasport / Watanabe looking wheels are perfect match. Bronze is a great color for them as well, so definitely happy to add this to the collection, as I did not have a Mark II Escort cast in any scale or from any brand. And a little touch of retro motorsport history is always nice to add. Speaking of, I was able to pick up the Team Transport here, which may or may not be the last wave of Team Transports, because there's no new ones announced and haven't been for a while. So we've got the Rally Hauler, which is a cool fantasy van, with the MG Metro 6R4, which is one of the lesser known Group B heroes from the 80s. So it's a little bit of an even more, I'd say, excessive version of the very late 70s Renault 5 Turbo. We got pretty much, and a direct competitor to the Peugeot 205 T16, which was another Group B special. What I find really cool about this car is that, as opposed to using small 4-cylinder turbos, the 6R4, hence the denomination, had a 6-cylinder in a rear mid-engine position and is 4-wheel drive. So literally, instead of having the small 1.6 liter 4-banger that was in the Peugeot 205 T16, we're looking at a big 3-liter V6. Well, big. Not that big, obviously, but still, it's big for the size of the car. And yeah, we're talking about in excess of 300 horsepower. Definitely very cool livery as well, with the well, almost a McDonald's theme, I guess. Could also be a Shell theme or something of the sort, but we have like a whole bunch of nice sponsors on here, with the Ibach springs and the Castrol and the Michelin, all kinds of cool stuff. Number 35. Same thing going on with the rally van. And again, great choice of wheels. Love those 8-spokes. Look great in white. Everything is on the same wheels, just like that other RS400 Team Transport. That was the first one that came with that van. Really awesome stuff. Really happy to pick this one up. I wasn't really interested in the other two sets that are in this wave Team Transport. I mean, the Mercedes looks great, and I'm thinking it would look really nice with the same liveried 300 SL IWC Team Transport that came out a couple years back. But I mean, I didn't want to really look for it and whatnot. And I mean, the MG was the only one that was there, so we'll leave it at that. And honestly, the speedways and the classic hydroplane. I'm more interested in the speedways than the hydroplane itself. So, and I already have the speedways in its first release with the 32 Ford and that kind of Salt Lake land speed record type set that came out as well. So this may be the last new team transport that I add to the fleet of team transport that are part of the collection. A couple of ones that that if ever I stumble upon a good deal on them, I may pull the trigger on. Namely, we're talking about the Advan R32 GTR, and that's a strong want on my part. And a must-have that I have yet to acquire is the S15 HKS Genki, the Nobuteru Taniguchi D1 GP car. So with the flatbed hauler. So I'm, those do come my way. I'll be happy to add them, but yeah, only if I get a really good deal in regards to secondary market pricing. Not too bad for the HKS, not too bad for the Advan R32, but the HKS Sylvia does still command about double what it costs on the shelves currently, at least in my area. So we'll see. Last find is one that I was really happy to get, as it's the first iteration of this casting, and it is a Greenlight 1963 Chevy Impala Sport Coupe in fully stock form, as opposed to the regular lowrider setup that we are used to seeing. Part of the vintage ad cars, as you can see, with that nice vintage ad to reminisce on that on those 60s artists that did such a great job in making these cars appealing to the public. The casting itself is really, really nice. You got the white walls, which are very circular. Good job, Greenlight. The nice, accurately reproduced hubcaps. Very nice tampo work up front with the painted details. And this car does have an opening hood, which we can absolutely not distinguish, but you can believe me, it does open. We've got a nice, slightly contrasting burgundy interior to go with the burgundy paint, body color paint, which is slightly darker, and those unmistakable 63 taillights with the trio per side of circular stop lamps. So great job also on all the little chrome bits, nice little trim work around the windows, around the hardtop, across the side of the car. Really, really nice rendition. And you can even see that little badge on the rear fender that is very accurately reproduced. Same for the one that is on the front fender right here, which almost looks like the Corvette logo. So that is my final find for this first week and a half of January. So hope you enjoyed checking out these models with me. If you did, don't hesitate to leave a like on this video, comment your feedback, tell me which one was your favorite, and of course subscribe to be notified of when I upload next. Thank you for tuning in, both for return and new viewers, and on that I will catch you on the next video. Stay safe, take care, goodbye.